Get ready with me while we talk about 5 questions to ask yourself before you decide to buy any more new clothes. Because when it comes to clothing, I think we've all kind of been there where we open up our closets and we feel like we have nothing to wear, you hate everything that's in there. But if you slow down and start to ask yourself some of these questions before buying, then I think you'll start to feel a lot better and more intentional about the purchases that you do make. The first question I always ask myself is it a hell yes? I don't know about you, but I don't have the time or the money to accept anything that I feel relatively lukewarm about in my wardrobe anymore. If you're going to be spending money on new clothes or deciding to bring something into your wardrobe, you want it to be a hell yes. If you do start to feel that little bit of hesitation, then in my opinion, it's going to be a no. And that's always been a really good guiding light for me, because the other thing that you want to ask yourself is, am I happy to have spent this money? I think a lot of the narrative on the internet, especially when it comes to clothing, is to think that it's like really frivolous and it's a waste of money. But a lot of people enjoy fashion and clothing. It's a form of self-expression. And I don't think you should feel guilty about spending money on that, especially if you think about it ahead of time and can afford it. And every time I put that thing on, I want to be like, hell yes, I'm so stoked that I bought this. This was money that was well spent, instead of feeling like, oh shit, this was a total waste of money, why did I buy this? Number 3 is, am I bored right now? You know, back in my shopaholic days, I didn't really have a lot of hobbies. Online shopping was pretty much one of them. And I would use shopping and spending money as a way to feel productive. Think about it. You're on the hunt, you're searching for that thing to want, then you find the perfect thing, maybe you find it on sale, and then you gotta score the deal faster than anybody else, then you get to wait for the package coming, then you get to try things on, and then if it's not quite right, you get to spend even more time doing the whole return process. So it is a way to fill up your time, but I don't know if it's necessarily the most productive and fulfilling way. Next time you feel tempted to buy something or spend money, simply ask, am I bored right now? And just think about if there's something else that you could be doing instead. If you are a fashion lover like me, maybe this is where you get up and shop your closet. Or if you see an influencer wearing an outfit you really like, is there something that you already own in your closet that's similar that you can use to recreate the fit? Because most of the outfits, at least the ones that I really like online, are not really anything that's super groundbreaking, so you can probably recreate it using a lot of basics in your wardrobe and just playing around with things like layering, proportions. There's a lot of things that you probably already own in your closet that can help you get that look instead of having to go and spend more money to buy it, just so you can feel like you did something. And the final question, at least for today, I have many more, let me know if you want a part 2, is do I already own something similar? And if I do, why do I like this one better? One thing I noticed, at least about my own shopping behavior, is I tend to like very similar things, which can be a good thing. It means that, you know what you like, but at the same time, it can start to feel pretty repetitive and one note in your wardrobe. And that's when you inevitably start to feel like you need to go out and buy more because you're bored with all the clothes you have in your closet, because it's all the same. So before buying, think about if you already have something similar and how this new thing is going to add more value into the wardrobe you already have. If it's going to play the same role as something else you already own, probably best to pass on it, because guess what? There's always going to be something to want next. Let me know some questions that you ask yourself before buying, and let me know if you want a part 2.